What's up guys, I'm back like I never left. In this video I'm going to be going over a biomedical company that is going to be starting a human trial in 2021. We're going to be hearing from the CEO about this company, what makes this company different, and I'm also going to go over the technical analysis, and I'm going to also talk about a quick update on some of the ARK Invest stocks that we talked about in the past, like BFLY and Nndm. So make sure you stay till the end of the video. I'm going to cover all this important information in this video coming up. And before we get into the video, I really appreciate if you hit the like button. If you have any questions, any comments, make sure you drop it in the comment section below. So the company, the penny stock that I'm going to be talking about is called Entheon Biomedical. So as you can see over here, when you visit their website, the first thing you want to be looking at is going to be, of course, if you want to go and check out, look at the ticker symbol of the company, you can definitely go to the OTC markets. In the US, you have ENTBF, the ticker symbol, and the Canadian exchange is going to be ENBI. And what is this company all about is that this is a biomedical company pioneering a leading edge addiction recovery solutions that harnesses and optimizes the therapeutic potential of the DMT molecules. So as I mentioned, we're going to be hearing from the CEO explaining to us like exactly what makes this company different. We're going to hear exactly when they're going to be starting the human trials and etc. pretty soon, but I'm going to go over a quick introduction about this company. So we have the DMT and addiction. As I mentioned, this is a company that's going to be tackling drug addictions. So when you go over and look at exactly what they have on their website, they have reasons to believe, the right intentions, and also the team. Of course, we're going to be listening from the CEO, the management, from Timothy, the Chief Executive Officer. And when you look at also the share structure of the company, they have more than 54 million shares available right now on the market. They have more than 67 fully diluted shares. And later on, we're going to go over the technical analysis. But if you want to see a quick glance of the stock price, it's sitting at 0.69 cents, so their recent press release, so they actually started a psychedelic genetic test. So this press release came out on April 6th, 2021. So that is definitely fantastic news. And you can definitely listen to, you can definitely come and check out exactly the other important press releases that this company have in the past, so you can definitely come and check out it. But now let's go over and hear from the company CEO. We're going to listen to exactly when they're going to be starting the human trials, what makes this company different, and what is the potential. So after we hear the interview, I'm going to come back and go over the technical analysis of this company.
With me right now is Timothy Ko, CEO at Entheon Biomedical. Timothy, great to meet you. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Of course. Why don't you start off with giving us an introduction to the company?
Absolutely. So I'm Timothy Ko. I'm the CEO of Entheon Biomedical. Just in general, we're a psychedelic drug discovery company pursuing clinical validation of a DMT-based solution for people that suffer from substance use disorder. Utilizing the regulatory frameworks that exist, conducting the very important clinical work to prove out both safety and efficacy.
So to my knowledge, there aren't a lot of companies that are experimenting with DMT. What did you find attractive about this particular compound?
Yeah, absolutely. Really great question. I think, there are a number of things that differentiate DMT from psilocybin. Principal among them is, there's certain unique features of DMT being that it's massively powerful, but also short acting. So for some that might pose a problem, but really we see that as being a huge benefit in terms of controllability as well as safety. Psilocybin is massively powerful, but also, proving out to be very safe and effective. DMT encapsulates a lot of the same basket of effects that psilocybin does, but whereas psilocybin has a duration of effect that could range from 6 to 8 hours, DMT, has a active sort of experience window of about 15 minutes. So the approach that we're taking is to administer it intravenously so that the experiences can be shortened from anywhere from between 60 to 120 minutes. And during that time, if a person has a really challenging, therapeutically non-useful experience, we can titrate the experience, turn down the intensity, or stop it altogether which we think for physicians as well as patients adds that necessary and crucial element of safety and controllability that other psychedelics lack.
Yeah, that's definitely really important. So what kind of progress have you made as far as preclinical studies? I know that you recently formed a supply agreement to actually get you the DMT to actually start doing this. So what's the latest here?
No, absolutely. So we've signed our contract research organization agreement. We have an agreement in place so that we will be conducting human trials likely in sort of late 2021. We've also got, as you mentioned, our GMP drug supply. The beauty about DMT is that there has already been some good investigational work in terms of human use and looking at it from the perspective of dose ranges that are far beyond what we're seeking to administer. So there is a strong case to be made for not needing preclinical. That said, we're in the process of determining that with dialogue with regulators. And if that is the case, we've appropriately budgeted for that. And that should be a pretty seamless integration into our already existing timeline. That being said, there is a strong case to be made for not needing preclinical at this stage. But yeah, those determinations once made, we already have partners lined up that are willing and able to carry out this work without modifying our time frame at all. Looking
forward to following the story here. And as far as eyeballs on the stock itself, I know that you were recently included in the Horizon North American Psychedelic ETF. So are you expecting this will attract more investors?
Absolutely. Yeah, I think in general, inclusion into some of these ETFs will, of course, allow for additional awareness and market participation. And yeah, we're honored to be among a select group of industry leaders, and so super happy about that. And yeah, really excited by the prospect of having those additional eyeballs in.
And I'm sure you'll be talking about this and perhaps a bit more at KCSA Strategic Communications Psychedelic Focused Investor Conference. That's next week. What do you hope the takeaway is for investors who are watching, potential investors?
Yeah, really great question. We have made a lot of, we think, pivotal corporate development announcements recently. Yeah, we see them as being super crucial, not only to the evolution of our own corporate narrative, but also to the psychedelic industry. Our focus from the get-go has been on patient, reclaiming patients' lives. And so, of course, we've conducted, or we're, planning to conduct the very crucial clinical work that's take place, but the patient journey starts long before then and continues on long after a psychedelic-assisted therapy. And so some of the acquisitions and partnerships that we've made really are pointed towards that sort of extended time window of engagement. So I hope to communicate that narrative where not only are we looking at the drug approval, but the development of the tools before the psychedelic experience and then after the psychedelic experience, so that physicians and patients could add additional layers of safety. And I think, given that the market is expanding across all number of molecules and all sorts of treatment types, we do think we're developing a suite of tools that has applicability not only to our own corporate development, but our own corporate story, but has potential use across sectors. So I hope to communicate that.
As you can see over here, it's currently trading at 0.54 cents. The 52-week high for this company is $2. So depending upon what they do, how they perform, and once they start the human trials, if they see positive results and etc., the first profit target potential for this company to hit is for it to go all the way to $2 if it breaks out and if it continues to trend higher. But right now it is just consolidating at a price point around 0.54 cents within this range. So of course right now it looks like it is consolidating at a price point between 0.6 cents and 0.5 cents. So as you heard from the CEO, they have a human trial coming up pretty soon. So if we have a positive press release coming out, we might expect this stock price to definitely be affected depending upon what they have to say. So that is going to be the potential catalyst that we need to be watching out for this specific company. So now let's talk about Butterfly Network. So as you can see over here, it's sitting at $16.64. We have a very good support area at $15, and ARK Invest has been buying this company as the stock price was dropping. So we had this huge correction that happened with these SPAC companies, with these high growth companies in the past few days, or the past few weeks. So sitting at a very solid price point if you want to get involved in it. But the most important thing that you want to be looking at for this specific company is that the futuristic and how they are actually testing out their products for the use in life in Mars for the future. So if you all don't know, Elon Musk and the SpaceX team, they're planning to send more than 1 million people to Mars by 2050. So this is going to be one of their products that they definitely need, of course, is to have. It's very simple, it's very easy to use. It's an ultrasound machine and it's very simple. And right now, this is exactly what they've been doing, this company, for the past few months, the past few years. They've been testing out if they can actually use the Butterfly ultrasound equipment. They've created an environment to test out if they can possibly use this equipment in Mars. So as you can see right here, this is kind of the quick research they've been doing. So if you're somebody that wants to invest for the long term, they're looking way ahead in time. They're planning, if we're going to go to Mars, what is their equipment ability if people are going to potentially be using this product in space. So it's really fantastic to see. So definitely keep an eye on this specific company and this product. It's really fantastic. And of course, Bill Gates is also invested in this company. So the other company ARK Invest is also invested in, that had a massive catalyst coming up pretty soon. That had a massive catalyst earlier this past few days, was that Nano Dimensions. They have changed their president, and the stock price really did not change that much. But as you can see right here, it's sitting at a very solid support area of around $7 to $8. So I know we talked about this company. They have no debt. There's definitely great potential for this company, so definitely keep an eye on it. We've been talking about this company for a while now. So even if it drops below the support area, $7 or $8, it's definitely a buy and hold for the long term. So definitely keep an eye on Nndm. So if you have any questions, any comments of any of these companies, make sure you drop it in the comment section below. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe if you want free stocks, free Bitcoin, etc. Check out the links in the description box below. But I catch you guys on another video. Let's get it. Have a wonderful day.